Women's Wealth and Wellness event. Mhm. Down the page on there. Hey guys, come on in. Hey guys, come on in. Come on in, guys. We are talking about the women's. Wellness conference. Hey guys. Hey guys, happy Sunday. It is MLK weekend. And we just wanted to come live. And we won't be before you long. But we wanted to go live to talk to you guys about the event that we will be doing in March. March is literally, guys, around the corner. So let's not even think that March is far away. It is absolutely not far away. So if you're just joining us, and you are interested in coming to the women's event, or if you want to sponsor your wife, you want to sponsor a friend, if you want to nominate a young lady that is a senior and she's doing great things, in her community. She's doing great things in her community. You can also nominate her. Also, too, guys, let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm live on Instagram. We have a new page, which I want everybody to go follow, which is the Women's Wealth and Wellness page. So this is the new page here that I want you guys to follow. Share this out. So let me pin this, unpin this, and we're gonna pin this comment here. Hey Jen. What's up? How are you? I'm good. I'm all right. I gotta charge my phone. I just had my hat on too. Let me put my hat on. Hey, I'm about to leave. So let me put my hat on. Let me put my hat on. Hey guys. Come on in, guys. Come on in. Come on in. We are live. We are live. We are live. So we just wanted to, briefly talk, to everybody about, the event that's coming up in March. Although it's like 2 months away, well, less than 2 months now, less than 2 months away. Time flies, right? Time flies. And I realized that when, you become an adult, that's all we really focus on now is time, right? As a kid, we don't realize, that time flies. But as an adult, time flies. So, we like to make sure that everything is good. We want to make sure that everything is planned out. We're not doing any last minute things, or trying to do anything last minute. We want to make sure everybody is in position, to come have a great time and, just do what it do, right? This is our 4th year doing, this Women's Wealth and Wellness. But I've been training and, recognizing women and, helping women make money for over 10 years. I started online, doing things online, helping women make money on Amazon, affiliate marketing, getting leads, building their brand online. And then I came offline. We started doing mansion parties. So I started training women in mansions. That was great. That was a vibe. And now we're giving women awards, right? And I feel like women should be recognized for what they're doing in their community, and their strength, their tenacity, their love, and, the focus of, women and empowering women, and inspiring women to grow and just be better. So, the Women's Wealth and Wellness will be March 14th this year. It's going to be in Long Island. It's going to be at a different place from where it was last year. But it's going to be the same vibe. The focus this year is going to be domestic violence and strength. Now, you don't have to be a domestic violence survivor, but you could have went from struggle to strength. And you can nominate that person, or you can nominate yourself. You don't have to go through domestic violence. The theme was inspired by my friend, my elementary school friend, who was strangled to death by her boyfriend. Unfortunately, it was terrible. And she left behind 3 children. So it inspired this, and we're getting overwhelming response of people saying, that they want to nominate themselves or they want to nominate someone, to be honored, which is amazing because, I mean, how many people are, being recognized for their strength? So, I'm just a visionary behind this. This is our event, our women's event. I never say this is like my event, because it's not, because it takes a lot of people, it takes a lot of brains, it takes a lot of hands, take a lot of money to do these events. So, I'm here, as a beacon of light to, help women and continue to help women. I've been doing the work for 10 years. So this is not something I just decided to do and wake up and be like, oh, let me just give women awards. I've been, helping women, and I've been, recognizing women for years. And now I'm in the school. I'm doing the same thing in the school with the children, and the parents and principals and teachers, also too, to help us, guys. The main thing is helping us to be able to, move forward and just get ahead. Like, that's the biggest thing. So the Women's Wealth and Wellness Conference is March 14th. 2026. We definitely want you guys to get your tickets. I want you guys to know that how do you get your tickets? It's through a registration in the link in the bio of the Women's Wealth and Wellness page and the Dope Pop-Up page and my page, which is Coach Tanisha Marie. Okay. Now, the thing is, you're registering on Eventbrite because we got over 60 people that registered on Eventbrite. But you will get an email, right? So please read, okay? You will get an email, okay, that says, here goes your payment link. Okay, and once you get your payment link, now you'll be able to pay. This is a paid event. This is not a free event. Unfortunately, last year people came to the door and was like, "Oh, this is free." No, it's not. If your name is not on the paid list, you will not get in. We do not sell tickets at the door. We stop selling tickets a week before, or if things are sold out. Okay, that's how it works. With it, we don't want to be dealing with no money. We don't want to be dealing with any payments the day of, because so much is already going on. We already have a jam-packed schedule, for you guys to enjoy. We have so much going on: activities, live entertainment, music, award ceremony, panelists, food, drinks. Like, it's gonna be so much going on. We don't really, have time to let's start collecting money, at the door. But we have Jennifer here, Coach Jen, who has been like my right hand, to help me do these events and help these events be successful. Again, guys, I'm just the visionary behind this. This is not my event. This is for everybody, and you need brains and you need hands, right, to do this. This is not just a, one man band show, right? It's a team effort, and we all come together, right, for the cause of helping and celebrating women, just to become better and to inspire, women. So, Jen, you can introduce yourself, to the folks.
Hi everybody, my name is Jennifer. Like Tanisha just says, I've been partnering with her. We are friends, and now we like best friends. But I've been partnering with her with all of our events, from the Black Excellence and this is our fourth annual doing the Women Wealth and Wellness event, and it's going bigger and better and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure you do read everything that we send out and we post out, right? The links, everything's in the bio. But at this one event, it's going to be so impactful, right? I see so many people women that are being honored for their resilience, and lives are going to be changed. Restoration, though, too. And especially, it's going to be a lot of people like telling their stories, how they overcame from domestic balance and where they are right now. And even if you know somebody that is even going through something now in a toxic relationship, share it out to them. Even maybe plant a seed. If you're not able to go, you could purchase a ticket for somebody else to come. We have great hosts. We have Lucinda Cross. If anybody knows, she's like the activator. All right. You want to get your vision across, right? You don't know where you are in your life. You need to be there. Sometimes they always say it's all about who you're aligned with. Who are you in the room with? All right. So you got to be there to network. We have a array of panelists and some hosts. I believe we have one lady who has a podcast, and she's going to air a podcast at our event. So she's going to be talking about, strength, self-love, things that us as women, we do need to know how we going to go on for 2026. Because 2026 is not about what we should do, right? It's about what we're going to execute. Yeah, we went through domestic violence, right? We went through adversity and we made it. What's our next steps? How can we go out and empower others and everything? Oh, let's talk about also the attire. Women, come ready to dress, right? It's cocktail attire. I think our colors this year is purple, silver, gold, and a splash of white, right?
White.
Splash on some white. So we already know purple means strength, right? So I want to see a lot of women up there. We gonna be of strength, and we're gonna have power into that room. It's just gonna be an amazing event. We do have some vendors, not that many vendors, right? Not too many vendors, because this is not about vendoring, about selling. It's about empowering, lifting up. How can we take it later to the next level, and how us women can keep staying connected together. We also are honoring young women, and we don't have all of our young women honorees. And if if there's a young women in your community from the ages, I would say from the ages of 16 to 18, if you know that they're doing good in high school, or they're doing good things in community service, that you see that they have changed, right? We are looking for women young women to honor, right? Because we also gotta let people know that we're there for our younger generation, because it's gonna be them next that are going to be honoring us, right? And I believe we already have 6 honorees already. Yeah. So also go on our Dope Pop-Up page. If you know any women that have went through adversity, nominate them, okay? It's going to be an amazing event. Anything else you want to share?
Well, like I said, with the tickets, because we have over 60 people registered, right? But we don't have 60 people paid for tickets. So that simply means people are not reading their emails, right? So I want you guys to check your email. If you know you registered, you just have to get your ticket. Please keep in mind that January 30th is the deadline for the early bird. The early bird is $100 tickets. Okay. We have payment plans if you guys need payment plans. So if you need a $25 payment plan a month, we also have that on our site. Now, I'm hoping nobody needs a payment plan, but you never know.
But listen, let me tell you something, Coach Tanisha. If you need the payment plan, don't let that stop you for whatever is going to be for you in that room. Because I get it. It's the beginning of the year. Okay? I understand you went through Christmas. You got to pay your rent, your mortgage, whatever. However you get there, you book it on Klarna. You do what you have to pay. You do what you got to do. All right?
Okay.
So get it. I know y'all registering. I know y'all waiting for that next check to hit for y'all to pay. Okay? But I'm so happy because I know those 60 people are going to turn into 60 paid tickets. All right? So get what you ever have to do. Okay? You got to ride Peter to pay Paul to get there. You got to do what you got to do, because guess what? Because at your next woman, then well, you ain't gonna be robbing Peter to pay Paul, because you must be there to get that financial prayer that Coach Tanisha does. And I know my life was blessed ever since she did that prayer. Last year, I took that prayer with me, okay? And I can't wait to share to my story right now. I think last year, right, I wasn't even in my own place. And I took that prayer. And right now, I signed my own lease in my own place. So do whatever you got to do to get there, because we are women of resilience, okay?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it's not just focused on women of resilience and women of strength. We also focus on wealth. That's why it's called the Women's Wealth and Wellness, right? It's also going to be a massage therapist there. So you guys definitely going to come and get your, massage, come relax. And, this is not just one of those regular conferences women are coming to and, you're getting all hype. No, we actually give you strategies. You're not paying your 100 just to get into another program for 25,000. No, you're coming to get fed. Right? This is all about personal growth and development. And I always tell people, you got to invest in yourself, right? You got to get around the right people. Like, if you don't have friends, come by yourself and you may find some friends. That's what, this is all about. Like, I know there's a lot of people that don't really have friends, or, they got rid of friends because the friends were toxic. And, you want to come in the room and get some, good energy, right? That's the biggest thing. I know a lot of women are in toxic relationships with their husbands, with, their wives, the same sex marriages. And it's like, this is the time to come to the non-judgmental environment, to relax, chill, get your massage on. We're going to talk about wealth, give you guys wealth strategies. And of course, we're focusing on women. We want to highlight at least 2 young women that's between the ages of maybe 15, 16 to maybe 19, 20. If they're in high school and you guys know they're doing great, whether it's your daughter, your niece, a cousin, one of your mentees, whatever, you can nominate them as well, because we want to highlight the youth, right? The youth, that's my thing. Women and children are my thing, right? So we want to highlight, some youth that are doing great in the community. Like Jen said, the youth is the future, and we got to pour in, to them. Yes, we want to pour into women, but how do we pour into, the youth as well, right? So we have some knowledge, we have some wisdom that we want to be able to give to them, right? Unfortunately, the kids are just using social media, for everything. They don't want to do nothing but social media, and we already know it's a lot of fake stuff going on social media. So, we want to be able to give them, some real knowledge. And come get a hug. How many people don't even hug each other anymore? It's crazy. Like, come get a hug. Like, come hug your sister. You know what I'm saying? Come hug the person at your table. Because again, friends, we need love, right? Love is the highest form of energy. And we want to be able to inspire more women, not just for you, but for you to go back to your household, for you to go back to your community, for you to go back to your job and spread love and spread inspiration, right? So it's like we're giving you tools, we're giving you strategies, right? But we also giving you the knowledge where you be able to now say, you know what, I have confidence. How much women don't have confidence? I remember years ago, I struggled with confidence, having confidence, right? I didn't always talk to people, go live and doing these events and, making money for myself. No. I didn't have that, right? So I had to build that up over the years of being in the right environments, being in the right rooms, talking to the right people, having the right friends, right? Friends I thought I was going to be friends with for 20, 30 years. We're no longer friends because we have nothing in common anymore. You were toxic. You want to work your 9 to 5 and just work your 9 to 5. That's cool.
Another thing also, you invested. I watched you many times invest. She invested. She went to retreats on her own to different things to get poured into, right? So one thing is, so don't look at your bank account right now. Whatever you got to do to get to wherever you have to do, you do it. And then do it with nobody's spirituality. You don't have it, fast. Pray about it. And you be surprised what God will do for you at that moment. He will come in the midst. You won't even know how it came. So don't say, oh, I can't go. I'm going to wait till the next one. No, if you want to go, you talk to your father about it, and he's gonna make sure that you're gonna go there.
And this vision is from God. You know, God, how can I help my people? All right, well, bring people together. That's it, right? How can I help my people, right? We have a praying and fasting group, and it's amazing. We hold each other accountable. You know, we help each other. It's not easy. Like this spiritual realm, this spiritual world, just listen, living, okay, ain't easy, okay? So you need people that's going to be able to help and also pour into you. So we do fasting every month, and we pray damn near every day, right? But fasting has changed my mindset and has changed my life, right? Because now with fasting, things happen faster, right? So of course, we didn't really learn truly how to fast. We're actually learning now for the last couple of years. We're learning how to truly fast. It's not starving yourself, right? Just to starve yourself. No, we're fasting and praying, right? We're asking God for strength. We're asking God for vision. We're asking God, for mercy. We're asking God to build our faith. Right? So this event is blessed. Like we're praying for it. When we're fasting, we're praying for it. There's going to be women that come that are suicidal. Last year, 2 women, and the year before that, 2 women came suicidal. They was ready to end their life, right? But because they came to the event and they was able to get some information, they was able to get some inspiration, they was able to get some knowledge, they felt good about themselves, and they said, you know what, I want to live. Right? And it could just take one person. If we do an event and we get 100 people and one person live has changed, God is happy with us. God is happy with us. So we fast for this event. We help women, to also fast and just believe in themselves, right? Believe in themselves. Again, a lot of women, through domestic violence, don't believe in themselves anymore. Have, financial, issues because of the whole domestic violence thing. So we want to help women build up that confidence. Again, when you have confident women, when you have a confident person, when you are a confident person, you do more things. Right? You're not scared to do things. You're not fearful to do things, right? You're like, man, I can do it, right? I can do it. I got the faith to do it. And you go out and do it, right? We're not, saying you're going to jump off a cliff, right? You're just jumping out there, but you now have the faith to go and become better, right? See, I want to grow, get older, and get better. I don't want to get older and bitter and worse. No. That's not living, right? That's barely surviving. So I want to grow. I want to become better. I want to build my faith. I want to have God on my side 100% every day, every second, every hour, right? So we just want to help more women. And it's more of us. Me and Jen. It's just us on the live, but it's more of us, right, that are doing this. We're fasting and praying together. We have a whole team. You have volunteers that come. All of our events are always successful. Okay. Some are better than others, right? But all of our events are always successful. People come out, people support, right? And people come and get what they supposed to get, right? That's what it's about, right? Who's supposed to be in that room actually is in the room. I'm not worried about, I invited this person, they didn't come. So what? You just keep it moving, right? If you invite your cousin and she don't come, if you got only friends that you can just turn up with and smoke weed with and drink with, then you got to find another circle. Right? Because I want friends that we can go to conferences together, that we can learn together, grow together, right? Do better things together instead of turning up, right? Because turning up gets old as you get older anyway, right? So I want friends that can hold me accountable and be like, listen, sis, let's build our faith. Let's read the Bible. Like Jen got us getting this 52-week Bible thing right now from TikTok that we're going to start reading the Bible every week. So that's accountability, right? She ain't talking about, let's just go see this. Let's go party. Now we do that too. We definitely turn up, but yeah, we definitely in our Bibles, right? So, we want to help more women, to do this. So guys, you got to register. Okay. Once you register, that is not your ticket, right? You got to now pay, for it, which is now you will get an email. Please read your emails, friends. Okay. If you want to nominate a woman of strength, you want to nominate a young girl, you can tap in the link in the bio, and make sure you do it. We have the honorees. The honorees are coming in, so you guys are going to see the flyers floating around. We do ads, we do advertising. We also are looking for sponsors. So if you guys are sponsors, or if you guys know companies that is willing to, follow our vision or be a part of our vision, we're looking for 10 small businesses to give $1,000. Okay, we're looking for 10 small businesses to give $1,000. We also are looking for domestic violence shelters. So if we can get some sponsors to sponsor 10 women from a domestic violence shelter so that they can come and get some resources and knowledge, also too, that would be great. So, if you don't ask, you won't receive, right? So I'm asking. We want at least 10 small businesses to give $1,000. And of course, this is a write-off, right? This is a write-off for you, and you are now a part of something bigger, than yourself. We're also looking for small businesses to also donate things like samples for our goodie bags. So we give all the ladies goodie bags. So we plan on having about 100 bags. So we want to put like soaps and little lotions, maybe lashes, maybe lip gloss, maybe, some napkins, maybe little treats, little things like that. So if you are a small business, and you just want some more exposure, for that, we have advertising packages on, our website. But for this specifically, if you have ever vended with us as a vendor at Black Excellence Festival, because right after this event, we're going to be planning the Black Excellence Festival. So this thing actually never stops, right? So if you already vended with us before at the Black Excellence Festival, you could send your products in for free. And the deadline for that would be March 7th. But if not, then it would just be only $50 and you can send, your stuff in. Someone asked, can you bring small children? Here's the thing with this, guys. This is not a children event. This event is going from 1 to 7 o'clock. That's 6 hours. Now, of course, we're not going to be just sitting the whole time, but this event does not accommodate children, right? We're not going to have playgrounds and babysitters on the side and kids running around. This is definitely not that type of vibe. So if you, unfortunately, do not have a babysitter, you cannot bring your 7-year-old. You cannot bring your infant, to this event. Now, if you have teenage people, right? Teenagers, that you feel that can also benefit from them, definitely bring them. Get a ticket for them. The early bird special is $100. After January 30th, is going to $150. And we also have a VIP table, which is $199. Okay, so we only taking about 6 to 8 VIPs, so that always kind of goes fast. Also too. So again, guys, this is not for small children. This will be torture to small children, right? Listening to panels, watching awards. Kids are not into that. This is not what kids are into, right? So if you have small children, try to find a babysitter, for you to be there, but we do not recommend you bring your child there. We don't want no kids running around. We don't have babysitters, and this is not accommodating for children. So you have anything else, Jen, you want to say?
No, I just look forward. Just watch out for the page when we get leading more to it. We're gonna have go live with some of our panelists, so you could get a snippet of what they're going to be speaking on. It may be a benefit for you. So no, that's it.
Yeah, and
Just
make
make
sure you
sure
guys
you
follow the new page. Is Women's Wealth and Wellness 1. Make sure you follow that page. Make sure you follow all the honorees. Make sure you follow, all the panelists that's over there. And again, this is for us to build each other up and just have a great 2026. Some people had a terrible 25. Some people had a terrible 24. Some people had a terrible life. And it's like 2026 got to be it. Right? 2026 got to be my year. Right? So we're going to claim it. We're going to claim it for you. But you got to put your best foot forward, right? In order to really win, you got to start doing things to win, right? You can't just sit behind the computer, behind the phone and just think, oh yeah, I act like I'm successful. No, we want to actually be successful, right? And all the women that are on the panel, they're successful in their own right. Or the hosts.
Be in a community.
Huh?
I said also you want to be around the community, guys. I understand we live in this world. Everybody's telling you be content creators. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, I want to do it, but I want to be faceless, right? That's all cool, right? But you have to realize in the world that what God created us together. He created man and woman. So he never wanted us to be alone. So you got to get out there to be able to grow. And you had to be out there because guess what? How would you know your purpose, right? You're really on this earth to help somebody else. It's not about you. So we got to start. We are going to lock arms. We always lock arms when you're at an event. All right. I think our team actually grows bigger and bigger after our event. Right? Because everybody wants to lock arms. Then they start joining the fasting group. Now we're going to have like the Bible study, Coach Tanisha financial group. Guys, you cannot be in this. In 2026, you don't want to be alone. He didn't even design us to be alone. So get that out of your head. I'm hiding behind the screen. If you want to make your money behind the screen, that's fine. But if you want to go more for what God has you, you have to connect to people. You have to do your purpose to people. And if you feel lost and you don't know what your purpose is, get in the room. Put yourself in the room. It's 2026 is about execution. I don't care what happened in 2025. It is gone. It is over. God gave us a new slate right now. So it's about executing. In order to execute, you got to take the step, right? You got to have the, I don't care if you don't believe right now. You just got to believe just as tiny as that mustard seed to go out there. You know? So I'm just looking for, I don't know. I just feel ever since our meetings and stuff, I feel like a chill, like a goosebump, not like a scare, like it's going to be powerful. I'm talking about lives are going to be changed.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm talking about you going to go in there one way and you coming out a different way. Okay? So it's going to be changed. So you better get somebody. You can't go, you know, plant the seed for somebody else to get there. All right?
Yep. Plant the seed. See, planting seeds is a key thing also too. I've had people that didn't come to the event, but they bought 10 tickets or they bought 5 tickets and said, make sure you get 5 women there, right? So, I mean, again, if you can't make it and you're not in New York or, you in Delaware somewhere or, you in California, you're like, you know what? This sounds good. I'll donate 5 tickets, and you go find, 5 women, to come. So that's also an option, for people, to be able to do, as well. And 2026 is the year of take territory. Take territory, right? So my territory is the school system, right? Guys, we already know that we didn't learn nothing in school. Right? We didn't definitely learn about financial literacy. We definitely didn't learn, about wealth building, right? So in 2026, I'm taking territory. I want more schools. I want more school contracts, right? I want to be able to inspire more children to start to understand how to build wealth. Right? Because if we would have learned about wealth building at an early age, we would have more financially stable people today. We would have more millionaires today. We would have less hungry and homeless people today. Right? One of the kids in my class this week asked him, he said, well, how do rich people get rich? They get the knowledge. They get the knowledge to get rich, and then they teach their kids how to get rich. Right? So the richness and the wealth just keeps following. And how do people stay poor? Poor people teach their kids how to be poor and stay poor. Right? So again, friends, what do you want to do in 2026? 2026 could be your pivotal year. Right? You leave that toxic relationship, even if it's not domestic violence physically. Domestic violence is emotional. Okay? It's emotional. All right. It's also physical. It's also mentally, financially, everything. Right. So maybe it's your time. Right. And you're like, I got to go. It's my time. You just need that little push. And you may hear somebody's story in the room that make you be like, you know what? I'm out. This is exactly what I needed. That person is exactly the person who I needed to connect with. This is exactly what I need. I came all the way from Delaware. I came all the way from Connecticut. I came all the way from Atlanta or whatever it is, right? To be able to get this knowledge so I can get the confidence so I can go. 2 ladies came from Florida last year. Literally. They said I had to come. I didn't know them. But they say I had to come to this event, right? So, I mean, again, maybe you want to take a plane ride, there. Again, it's all about us coming together, feeling, good, looking good. It's a formal event. So come best dressed, get your makeup done, get your hair done, nails done. We're going to have videos. We're going to have photographers. I mean, all of the things. We're trying to get some media, also to come. So you definitely want to come looking right. Like, you definitely want to come. We got about 3 vendors. We don't want a whole bunch of vendors because it's not a vending event. But we also want to inspire, want you guys to, kind of like see what's out there and support, Black, small businesses. So we are preparing. We are in full promotion mode, full marketing mode. We got everybody promoting this event. I mean, again, guys, get your tickets. January 30th is the deadline for the $100 tickets. After that, it goes to $150. And even if it's $150, still, we got a payment plan, for you as well, right? And if you want to get a table, the table holds about 9 to 10 people. So if you're an organization and you're like, oh, this sounds good, I want to be a part of it, you can get a table right now before January 30th for $800. After January 30th, the table is $1,000. So you pay your $1,000 and you bring your organization, you promote your organization however you want. We're also looking for domestic violence organizations to come so they can have and give out, some resources also too. So that's what we're looking for. So if you guys know anybody, share this, share this link out, with people, share this with the organization, share this with people, share this out, share all of our flyers, share the stuff that we are doing, guys. This is how we make everything successful. We all are invested, right? We all are invested in the progress of our women. Okay. So we will be going live, more frequently. Like I said, like Jen said, we will be going live with the panelists. Maybe we may go live with some of the honorees, just depending on the schedule. Time is flying. Okay. We are already halfway through January, and January just started. It's crazy. January just started, and we're already halfway through. So March 14th, guys, lock your calendars in. Right, lock it in right now. I don't want to hear, oh, I couldn't make it, I didn't know. March 14th from 1 to 7. Let's come get some self-care for women. So thank you, guys. Share this out. Get your tickets, guys, and we will see you there. Peace out.